Hi and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today on Des Create. Today we will be picking up where we left off last week. Last week we were working on this lovely little backpack, reusing all the zippers and hardware that I can use from it to transform it into a new backpack using a jeans fabric that one of my friends kindly gifted to me. So I didn't do no more work on it. I moved on to something else, some other stuff to do, so I didn't really have time to sit and label these pieces. So right now I'm still flip-flopping if I really want to use the liner that I had in the other backpack. My friend also gifted me a nice little fabric, and I'm like, I want to use that, but it's so pretty that I would like to use it for a bag by itself. So yeah, I'm still on the fence for that. So what I have to cut now is my two little side pockets that I wanted, and I have to figure out how I'm going to install my zippers on that back panel. So okay, I think what size I want it to be. Get my extra fabric here, put that aside for now. I'm gonna try to cut the side pockets out, and I want two. I need one for each side, so I'm just gonna do that right now. Let me bring this piece back again. Mark where, okay, this is the one that has the marking of where the zippers start. So I don't want my pocket to be any higher than that line, because then my zipper, and I don't want it disturbing each other. I want them to flow nicely together. So I'm gonna go for 5, and maybe 5.5, because the zipper is going to end there, but it's not going to be usable all the way to there, because you have to give that little space for the little the part that you hold it by. I don't know what it's called. So I'm going to go for 5.5 in length, and I want it to be wide enough that I could stick my water bottle if I have a bottle, or if I buy some honey and I need some space somewhere to stick my honey. I want little pockets on the side to be able to carry something. So I'm gonna have it 5.5, and I'm gonna give it a 1/2 inch more on the bottom for my seam allowance, and the top part I want to add a little elasticity in it. So I'm gonna give it, let's see how much I want for that. I'll go for 1, so I'm gonna put 2 inches more onto it. I think that should make me happy. So I have 5.5 plus my seam allowance. I'll give it up to 6 plus 2 more, so I'm at 8. I want it at least 8 inches long. So I'm going to measure from where I have this little crease mark here in the fabric. Don't have to mark it really, but just for the fun of it, use my chalk and mark. This one up here, yes, I have to mark. just gonna use my, I don't know if that's a good idea. I might pull it down, use it anyhow. Ah! My space is a little tight. Too much things around me. It's good and bad in a way. Everything is close where I can grasp it, but then I have a limited space to work. I'll have to make do with it. I thank you so much for joining me today. If you're here with me live, I thank you. I thank all my subscribers for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here on Des Create. So let me see my panel that I'm using for the side. The bottom should be about the same length of the side one. There we go. No, that's the one for the zip. What I labeled. Yeah, it makes no sense. I label. I can't read it. I got my glasses on. A side pocket. I think I put. No, can't be side pocket. I didn't cut no side pocket. Side panel. Okay, so this is the width and the length that I have for those side panels. Yeah, 6.5 across. So I have 6.5 across. Yeah, definitely 6.5. So that's the length that I have on the side pocket, but I need to cut that a little longer than 6.5 so I could have that space for my bottle or whatever I want to put into it. So I'm just going to use my glass that I have here to see how much I really need there. It's going to have plastic in my bottle. I don't think my bottles are going to be this big. So I'm going to try to go for 10 inches and see if I can make that work. That might, I don't know, it kind of feels a little too much. Just go ahead and cut for now, and then if when I'm putting it together I don't like the length, then I'll just remove some. But I'll go with the 10 for now. So I'm doing 10 by 8, and I need 2 pieces like this for my side pockets. So I'm just going to cut this one out now, following my broken line, and then I'm going to use this one as my mold to cut the second one. And I would like to get in a little sewing today, but I need to cut the liner. I have to make up my mind on that liner. I mean, I could still cut it afterwards, but it's much easier to get the right size when it's in pieces. So I'm just trying to line these 2 pieces up right now, and they're pretty small, so I'm not going to put a pin on it or anything. I'm just gonna line it up as best as possible and cut it out. Now I have those 2 pieces out. Just gonna put it aside, and I'm ready to bring my machine up to play. But before I do that, I'm just going to start to separate these pieces. Or maybe I don't use a liner. Maybe I just go with this. If I go that way, then I love pockets inside my bag. And I still need a pocket for above. I still need another cut. I need at least 2 more different cuts. So I'm gonna cut now that pocket that goes above, a little pretty pocket in the front. I have to figure out how I want it, or if I even want it. Do I really want a pocket there? Yes, because I love pockets. More space to put stuff. So okay, I could just do the zipper and then the pocket in the inside. I think I'm going to do that. I think I like that idea. So I have to decide which zipper I'm going to put there. This is the piece that is going to go on. I need a small enough one. Okay, it's gonna be hidden. It's gonna be a hidden zipper. So I'm gonna use this one. Now, to hide this zipper, I am going to cut my top off here. I'll put this aside for now. I'm going to cut a straight line across from one tip to the other. I'm just going to fold it in half and cut as straight as I can. And then I'm going to use that top portion to cut a bigger top portion with seam allowance, with fold allowance, with everything. So just need to calculate how much I need for that, and then I will add that onto that piece when I cut that out, and then those will be binded together with the zipper, and then in the inside of that we'll have the little pouch where you can put your stuff. Yeah. So I need more or less a square or a rectangle here to work with. So I'm just going to use my bottom line there to figure out my line up top. So I'm not that crooked, or, well, I'll be as crooked as the first cut that I have. Let's put it that way. So I line those pieces up now. Nice. And I take my scissors, just get that in there, and I'm going to cut straight across to the other side. There we go. Now, just gonna leave that here for now, because after I cut the new piece, I want to pin that onto that so I don't lose it, or because my project takes time. So yeah, you might forget, be like, what was this piece for again? So let's try not to do that. Find a bigger piece to work with. Lines across, it's this way. So now I'm going to calculate how much I need to add on to that. Now I need my seam allowance. I'm gonna go for at least 1 inch on seam allowance, and then I need the fold over to cover the zipper. I'm going to use a little bit of the portion from this panel for the bottom part, so I have to calculate that as well, because that has to be estimated into this top portion. I have the 2 seam allowance for both of them, and then I need save enough, make sure I have enough. That should be enough. 1 inch over, and I need under, just to go another inch, please. So under there. So I need 3 inches add on to this. So I know this is the shape I want. I'm just going to turn it over so it's more clearly visible for me with the different tones of the color. So I know I need 3 inches. I'm just going to add that 3 inches at the bottom. I'm going to measure from the bottom up and just keep moving that piece until I get to my 3-inch mark. I'm just checking now my other sides. I'm going to use my chalk as soon as I find it, because I like to hide my stuff from myself because it's more fun that way. Yeah, so I got my chalk now. I'm just going to measure from my tip to my bottom. I'm going to mark off for 3. This piece I will pin in place because it's pretty small and it might wiggle out of place while I am working, and I don't want that to happen because I want it to come out the way I imagine it. So I'm just going to keep working down the piece and checking for my 3-inch distance that I want to work with. If I do not have 3 inches, I will move my piece. I will adjust it to get to the size that I need. And if I have more and it looks like it's not so straight down there like that side, I will just mark and then trim. Now I imagine you're wondering, how about these ends, right? What shape do you put onto there? So you could go farther off, but you have to trim it off later. I'm just gonna go straight down, as so, and then I'll follow my guideline from up top. I'm just gonna get in there now and cut. Then I'm going to follow that piece that I removed from the top. Just gonna follow the shape that I already put into that and take this piece out. Now I'm just going to remove my pins, discard this piece, and add this here. I'm just going to add my little pin there. I'm going to go ahead and pin this zipper here. And it's not being pinned the way how it will be sewn. It's just being pinned so I know that's the zipper I want to put onto that piece and there when I get there. So right now I'm just preparing for the work ahead. These will have to be worked with elastic. So I'm just going to put that there. I'm going to add a little pin just to make sure it stays there. Okay, now I have my big zip here. That is for the whole bag. This will probably be like way into the project. And cut that off. I probably need to use that. Let me measure. Yeah, I need that. What piece is this? Something pocket. I think it was the little front pockets. This was the front pocket. So what is that? Side panel? I can't tell. I can't tell what I wrote. The chalk is like so faded away. Okay, so this is my back panel, and I wanted another pocket here. And I thought at first I wanted the access on the side, but maybe I want the access up top. I changed my mind. use that zipper for something else. Might not put as many pockets as might change my mind again. You never know. This side panel. This one is with the zipper, so I'm just gonna pin that big zipper here. So they're together. The panels are together. These ones. Yeah. This is what happens when you leave your project and then you come back to it. You look at all your pieces and you're like, what? Who? Can't remember what pieces for what. Well, at least that's for me. Not all creators are the same. Some creators write notes. For some reason I don't. Got nothing against notes. Notes help. Okay. So these are my straps, I believe. Or is this for the zipper? No, it can't be for the zipper. It has to be straps. So this way first, turn them inside out. Yeah, good like that. So I'm gonna bring Sass out for a little sewing. I'm gonna do this piece. Let's put that front zipper on. That aside. Put this aside. Oh, we could put that zipper. Do I want to put that zipper on right now? The change pedal. I guess if I'm gonna put that zipper on, I should just go ahead and put that zipper on too. So that way, we'll work on that, that, and that. All right, time to bring Sass to play. Let's put this extra aside for now. Okay, gotta string her up. Where'd I leave my string? My little baby. Would you be so kind? I think I left my string in the kitchen, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not really sure if it's there. It might be that over there on that chair, but it might not. Thank you. Highly appreciate it. Bread? No, 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 bread. No. Tread, not bread. I can't string my machine with bread. My machine does not work on bread. It works on electricity. Well, I probably could, but I don't want to sew with bread. I thought it was over there. It's not? I'm gonna have to go get it myself. Excuse me, guys. I'll be back like in 2 shakes of a salt shaker.
What? Shake.
Oh shoot, I'm not back yet. Oh, it's right here in the kitchen. I can't believe this. I said tread in the kitchen. Tread in the kitchen. Tread in the kitchen. I sent you in the right place. I can't believe this. It was right there beside your tahine. In the kitchen. be a Karen. Oh, I got a knot in my string. Karma. Karma! Yep. Instant. Instant karma. Okay guys, I almost got my machine up and ready. Just gotta put my bobbin in. Bring my string up top. And sass is ready to go. Yeah. So I'm gonna give this piece here. First, I'm gonna sew it inside out, just folding it in half. I'm gonna give it a zigzag stitch. Okay, one down. Do the other side. Okay, so I got my zigzag stitches in. And I'm not going back to clean up the little edges or anything like that, because all that will be inside, and I'll have enough stitches to hold everything together that it should not ravel out. Keyword should not. So I'm just setting my piece down with the foot pedal, using it as my measurement, and I'm just going to run along with just a regular stitch, straight stitch, not changing the distance or anything. And I do my forward backward before I start, and yeah, I go from there. Shake it. I have a lot of vibration in my machine. Hope I'm not vibrating the camera. Okay, now I do the other side. Forward, backward. Now that is done, the pins are there. It might be out of pin. I have a little one, but that won't. No, that won't turn this piece around because dealing with jean material. So I'm just gonna turn it over by hand. It takes more time, but it's doable. Just takes more time. Yeah, I need to get me some safety pins. I thought I had some. Thought I did, but I can't find them. I don't know where my safety pins are hiding. I guess they don't want me to be safe. Hide from me. So what I'm doing, I'm just pushing it into it from the bottom and then pulling out from the top. Just turning that inside out. Thank you so much for joining me today here on Des Create. I'll be doing roughly like an hour, and I'm gonna take me a little lunch break so I could prepare for my family. Then I'll be back at 7 and continue from wherever I left off. I'd like to thank all my subscribers once more for subscribing to my channel. Please share, like, drop me a comment. My sister dropped me a comment on an idea that she think I should try to work on. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. There's just so much wonderful things you can work on. Possibilities are endless. So if I had a safety pin, this would have been a lot quicker, a lot easier. But it's probably like my string. It's hiding in plain sight. Yeah? Probably said that wrong. That's okay. Just here, sharing on my channel. Being grateful to be able to be here. Very grateful. Wearing one of my creations as always. Just love wearing my creations. I made another one the other day off camera. Sorry guys, I wasn't sharing. Wanted to, but I decided I wanted to do that first off camera before I bring it on my live. So I'll show you guys. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. Dropped it. Getting a little hard there to bring it out. As I said, turning over a piece is much easier with a safety pin. Let me peek in here, see if I have one. I didn't stash any in there. Go ahead and get my pedal for connecting zippers one time while I'm here. There's no safety pin in here. I will find it when I am not looking for it, I guess. It takes time, but it's not impossible. This takes time. So I'm gonna turn this one over, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna sew it. And not to be repetitive on my live stream with doing the same thing, because I'm gonna do the exact same thing. What I do over here, I'm gonna do that over there. So not to use up this valuable time of sharing, showing you the exact same thing, I'm going to transition after I sew this piece onto connecting my zipper. So yeah, have a little sharing, zipper sharing. I always say I hate zippers, and then I have trouble with it. So I've been practicing to say I love zippers. Hi, baby. Yeah, I love zippers. They're actually not that hard. I just get all up in my head about it. They're not that hard to put on. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's slow, but it's getting there. How is everyone's day going today? Hope you're having a lovely day. Every day of life, new day of life is a lovely day. Only have some bad moments but it's an awesome and wonderful day. At least that's how I look at life. Try to stay upbeat. Things happen. Don't beat yourself down. Just get up, keep going. Working for your goals. Feels like forever. Definitely going on a hunting for my pin. My safety pin, because this takes too long to turn over this way. I'm like almost halfway. Almost. So I'm gonna have to check my hardware with this when I finish. That's where it's going to be passing through. So I can have it smaller than my hardware that I have, but I can't have it bigger because it will just look wrong. So I want to try to get it to the best measurement I can, but it's not too big and it's not too small, but just the right size to flow properly through it. Getting there, got to the halfway. Keep going. Ah! Yeah, I got one long nail that I refuse to cut. Always break them. So when they grow, I just leave them and try to keep them around. I just broke a little pinky one today. Just snapped that baby off. Didn't want to, but I guess it was time for it to leave. A little stuck in there. It's working its way. Dog! No! Are you barking at the monkeys? Dog, we already had this conversation. Come here. Let's have this conversation again. Come over here. Over here. Over here. Come on. Let's talk about this. Sit right here. Let's have a word. Are you paying attention to me? You paying attention to me? No, you're not. Just ignore me. I can't believe this dog. I told you we were going to talk about this. They like live in the trees. You don't care. Okay. You can't bark at them each time they pass through. Like they're foraging, you know? They have to look for their food. They're not like you. All comfy here. Laying down on the carpet. Almost there, guys. Almost there. It's coming. It's coming. Slowly but surely, it's coming out. Ah! Yeah, I'm getting frustrated because I know how quick the safety pin would be. I don't want to take time to go and hunt for the safety pin again because I tried to find them before. Didn't. So I'm not quite sure if I have any or if I used them all already. And if I did, where did they go? Where did they go? These safety pins can't just evaporate like that. Almost there. Almost there. I know I keep saying it, but like I'm like closing in on it. Almost. Almost there. It's like right there. I'm gonna spike myself now. Like, you don't have to be that angry with yourself, girl. Just chill out. Chill out. Almost there. It's easier when it's near. Okay. Por fin. Okay. So it fits. I'm happy with it. Looks nice. There, guys. Works. So now I'm going to anchor these ends down. And I'm just going to make my stitch pattern a little bit longer. I'm moving it up to 3 the distance away. It's the normal program setting that's with the machine is 2.5. So I just took it up 0.5 more. It's not much. So first I'm just pushing the fabric to where the seam is so I can get the exact center of this end over here on that side. Now I'm just going to use my same machine foot pedal as my guide. And I'm just going to sew a straight line all the way down to the other side, and then I'm going to come back on that side. But that is where I'm going to make sure I have the measurement that I want to work with. So right now I'm just getting it to be in half. It's always good to put your machine foot pedal down when not in work, when you're not using it. It just helps to keep everything in place. Sorry, not your machine foot, the needle. The foot has to be down for you to be sewing. Machine is trying to run away from me. Okay, one side has been sewn. Now I'm going to do the other side. Oh, I just want to get in there and measure, see what I'm working with. I'm gonna work with 1.5, it looks like. Some parts is 1.25. So I guess 1.25 it is. What I'm gonna work with. That's what I have. So to get my 1.25, on one end here, I have 1.25 inches, right? It's a little bit twisted, but yeah. It's a little bit over 1.25. It's almost 1.5, but not quite. It's the same size. It's the same size. Yeah, it's the same size as the other side. Maybe I just go with that. Just check the rest. I guess that's what I'm working with. Yeah, that's what I'm working with. So I'm not gonna do no adjustment or anything. It has the measurement throughout it. So just gonna put that machine down the same how I did the other side, using my foot pedal as my guide. That's the same thing I'm doing on this side. Backwards, back, front to seal that string in place. And go straight. So this is finished. This is what our backpack strap is going to look like, and the hardware will be strung into that. Show you guys that when I get to that point. I'm just gonna put that aside for now because time is of the essence, and I have a few more minutes. I got like 20. No, not even that. I got 15 more minutes, and then I'm gonna end my stream for the moment. I'm gonna try to be back, work a little bit more on my piece. I always have the same thing happens to me each time. I'm like, oh, I'm so lazy. I don't want to do nothing. It's like, go stream. Come on, get up, do it. You can do it. Then I start doing it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm having so much fun. I want to stay here and stream some more. And then it's like, yeah, I'll work on that, guys. I'll work on that. Okay, so I'm gonna put this zipper on first, and I have my center marker there. Where's my chalk? Chalk, where are you at? There it is. Okay, I'm just gonna make it a little bit brighter so it's visible to me. And I want to do the same to my zipper. I need to find out what length I'm working with here. About kind of like 9. So 4.5. Right there. Not that half. There's a mark on the other side. I don't need to be spot on with my half, just I need to know where my center point is, more or less. So I'm gonna line up now my center point from my panel onto my zipper. So there. I'm just gonna add a pin. Keep it in place as I work. I'm gonna open that zipper, and it has a little lock down there that I won't zip it all the way off. So I'm just gonna take it down there so I can put it now on my machine pedal. And I already switched over to my zipper foot, so I'm ready to go. I'm just going to put my machine as close as possible. That makes me happy. I'm going to take my pattern back to its original setting of 2.5 length distance. I just want to anchor that string now, so I'm going to take it through the back. Okay. close to the end here now where my zipper is, my zipper head. It will be a little bit hard to pass my machine there as the bulk will give a little trouble. So I'm just gonna, I put my needle into my piece and I lift my foot pedal up and I just zip that zipper up and out of my way and I continue. Now I'm going to mark the top panel that will sit on top of this with my zipper and everybody. I need to find the center point for it, so I'm just making my two ends meet there. So I could get to my center, put my chalk in there and mark it. Now I'm just going to put that on top. I'm going to take the zipper back down to the other side as I did before. And I want to line up my two center points together. There. I'm just going to add my pin to hold it in place as. So now I'm going to go from this end to the other end this time. Lift it up, just place that fabric. Now I'm going to put it down under my pedal. Let's get as close as I need to. And go straight, put that back up so I can feel that string there. Now that I have that piece done, I'm going to lift and take my zipper to the back. Okay, just put my pedal back down and I'm going to remove my pin so I don't sew over it. You don't want to do that. Okay, so now it's on, right? No, not completely. Now you have to make it pretty. So the first thing in making your zipper pretty is you need to sew down your corners. So this is my bottom of my zipper and this is going to be my top. This is the this is the portion that I calculated with the extra 3 inches so I can do this to it. And then all you'll see is that little zipper hanging out like that. Yeah? So that's what I'm looking for, the effect I'm looking for. So first, before I sew that top part, I'm going to do this the bottom, sorry. And I don't want it too close. I just want it to run alongside that zipper, but not all up in the zipper's business. Why? Because I don't want when I'm zipping my zipper, it jumps in and, you know, stop the zipping. So now I'm just going to change. Do I want to change my needle? No, I'm going to keep my same needle. I'm going to come from the back. Yeah, I ask myself questions and I answer them too. Yeah, that's how I do my stuff, you know. I'm just eyeballing it right now and I'm just giving it like just a little bit. It's not much. The distance is really close. I get here now and I'm just gonna anchor my needle down, not all the way down, else my zipper won't pass by. Now I'm just going to take my zipper to the other side, put my pedal back down, and continue sewing. Right. Now to do the other side, I will need to change my pedal back to my normal. Where did I put my normal? Oh, that foot is not called normal, but I call it normal because it's the one I use mostly with almost all of the settings on the machine and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's my normal foot pedal. He has a name for it. I don't know the name. I know how it works. I know what it does. I don't know the name. Sorry. So now with my top portion here, I'm just going to take my zipper back up. That point there. Don't want to zip it all the way off because it's an open zipper. As you can see, it doesn't have no little clasp or nothing to lock that zipper in place. After I put it together, then all the locking is going to happen. Well, it's actually going to happen in a little bit. So right now I'm just folding it over so I can see. I don't want it to be like overly over the zipper. I just want it to meet right here, like that. So you don't really see it, it blends in. That's what I'm looking for basically. So I'm just gonna go to my middle here right now and just set that middle in place. Once I'm happy, I'm just gonna add a pin there to hold it for me. So there, that pin is there. I think I'm gonna add another one in the back just because this is the portion of the work that is visible because it's the front of the backpack. So you really want to put as much TLC into that portion of the bag because that's the part everyone is gonna look at. And I'm not saying that like you're making your backpack for people to look at, because I could care less. I make my backpack for me, but still want it to look nice, you know? Yeah, make that backpack nice. So I got my pins in and I'm happy. Now, before I do that, I'm going to come right in here. I'm going to add a pin here because I'm going to sew that straight across. Once I have to be careful with that. That is like waiting for my finger to stab it real good. So I need these two pieces together so I can sew them flawlessly together. Make everything look nice. Okay. It's not straight. Just trying to make it as straight as possible right now. And to line up those corners. Make it look nice, you know. I want to do the exact same thing to the other side. Okay, so I got those pins in now. And I'm going to, oh, I changed my pedal already. Yeah. I'm just gonna go in there and stitch the two corners in place I don't have to go all the way in. I can't really because I already sewed that other portion down. I want to take it in as much as I can. Trying to keep it straight. Don't want to infringe on the space of any of my other fabric. Okay, so I'm happy there. Now I do the other side, the same thing. Get over there. Thank you so much for joining me today here on Des Create. So happy to be able to share with you. Even more happy to know that someone out there is enjoying my Thank you so much for your time. All right, so I got those down. Now I want to sew this little flap in place. So I'm going to remove my first pin. And I'm going to take my zipper just down and out of my waist slightly. Why I'm doing that is because I have a different foot pedal on now, so it's not as free with zippers because it's not meant for close sewing of zippers. Okay. So I go forward, backward, forward. I think I'll go a little bit farther. And then I'm going to take my zipper head back up. And continue. Right now you don't really see it, but I am using this foot pedal against the zipper in the inner. It's just pressing alongside there, and I'm using that as my guideline. Now I get to the end here. I know my zipper is there. Then I lift, and I'm going to go straight across. Now, do I want to go straight across right now? There's other things I need to add on to it at the back. I could do like a whole big inner pocket in there, then I don't have to add anything onto the back. Probably do that. Okay, so I'll go ahead and sew this. I'm being very careful when I go over the zipper. It's plastic and all, but still you have to be careful. Pieces down. I'm going to give it one more. No, I think I'll wait until I add this. I'm going to add a liner in there. So I'm not going to give it the second sew until I have the liner, and then I can sew the liner and that binding bolt together. Make it a much bigger pocket as well. See, the same thing I explained and the same thing I do. My mind is far away. My mind is in the kitchen because it's like it's dinner time for me. I'm sorry. Broke that needle. Snap it. Yeah. Careful. Have to be more careful, guys. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take that as a sign from the universe telling me that it's dinner time and it's time to take a break from my hobby. Take a break from my hobby. I thank you so much for joining me today. Guys, I will try to be back in a couple of hours. So please join me. Couple hours. Peace out. Take care. Thank you. Bye.